things don't seem to be going Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's way at the minute. Shortly after a seemingly tense stay at the Polo last week, the couple received news that one of their marquee projects, Pearl, an animated children's show for Netflix, had been left on the streaming service's scrap heap. Sources say Harry and Meghan were informed that part of their lucrative deal had collapsed long before the rest of the world found out. As such, it raised questions over why the pair shoehorned a meeting with Harry's grandmother, the Queen, and 15 minutes with Prince Charles into a trip to the Netherlands for the Invictus Games last month. At the time, reports circulated in the UK that Harry and Meghan had pleaded their case again to become part-time royals. It was originally denied when they decamped to America in 2020 and announced they planned to become financially independent of the monarchy. If they knew this Netflix shakeup was coming, they would have been in panic mode before they went to England, says a palace source. Their content deal with Netflix is the bulk of their income and a major reason they can afford their $20 million mansion in Montecito, not to mention the eye-watering property taxes that go with it. Our insider says Prince Charles, 73, remained reticent to give in to the couple's wish for a hybrid role, in which they'd earn money privately and use crown income. He believes it would put the monarchy at risk of backlash over conflicts of interest. Charles is still stinging over Harry's very public claim that he cut them off, which wasn't true, says a source. To have them come back, cap in hand, was incredibly frustrating for Charles as future king and as a father. Now that the Netflix news has come out, he's starting to suspect their motives are more driven by money than a true willingness to heal their family problems. I can't see Charles handing over a single penny. Meghan still has a lucrative podcast deal with Spotify launching next month, while Harry's documentary about the Invictus Games remains on Netflix's slate, a fact that leaves Charles feeling nervous. The Sussexes will be desperate to keep these projects afloat, or their American dream will be over, explains a source. It is finally dawning on them that the real worth to viewers or listeners comes from spilling royal secrets, aka their truth stash, and the concern is they'll double down on that to keep their lucrative deals in place. And if they do, any chance of Charles opening up his wallet will fade. Another news, the Duke of Sussex risks damaging his brand if he further distances himself from the firm rather than heal the rift, according to royal author and photographer Ian Lloyd. The expert claimed the nature of Prince Harry's fame in the US is rooted in his family's heritage and in particular in the love and respect people around the world still feel for his mother and grandmother. Mr. Lloyd, author of the newly released biography The Queen, 70 Chapters in the Life of Elizabeth II, told, "It's a shame because he has got the Invictus Games and quite a lot going for him. But I think he is in danger of evaporating. He and Meghan haven't had the great launch in America we were expecting. They promised a lot and so far nothing much has happened. And I think they will soon realize that with Netflix and other deals it is just people ultimately wanting to trade on their royal status. Why Harry is a big name in America? It is because his mother was Diana and his grandmother Elizabeth II. If he does distance himself from the royal family, that brand will eventually be damaged. He will be just another foreign prince. He needs to be working in close ties with the royal family to heal the divisions to strengthen his own brand." Mr. Lloyd also noted that, as the spare, the Duke of Sussex is destined to slide down the line to the throne when the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge's children will grow up and eventually create their own family. He said, "The problem with being the second is that you grow up with your sibling and your equal. Diana treated Harry and William as equals. King George VI and Queen Elizabeth treated Elizabeth and Margaret like equals when they were children. But then what happens is that when the older one becomes sovereign or the heir and, it feels, the second sibling more or less disappears. Princess Margaret was second in line from 1936 to 1948 and, considering World War II, Elizabeth could have been killed and Margaret would have become queen as a result. But, had she lived up to now, she would be something like 26th in line to the throne, so in other words she would have disappeared off the radars with the passing of the years. And I think that's what Harry finds difficult.